Mouthful of beans.
Mouthful of
UFCs.
All right, welcome to Mouthful of Bees MMA. You can get updated, get medicated with your fix before tomorrow's card kicks off. Kyle's here. Morning.
Morning, mate.
We've got up early. We've watched the weigh-ins for you guys, so we can report what's going on. But let's get on with a bit of news first. That's what we do. We do it short and sharp here. So
Let's get into it.
Stories from the week. Who wants to go first? Maybe I'll just fire some off. I wrote this earlier in the week. Diaz versus Perry ? I think Mike Perry's trying to have a go at Nick Diaz. It's smart to try and get a bit of clout there. But look, that'd be kind of fun. They might do something like that, but I don't know if. Yeah, but that might be something Diaz goes for because it might be a bit of a draw. That's all.
Yeah, maybe. Or Nick Conor, who knows, at 170.
Oh, is this where your mind's going?
That's where it's going.
And what stimulated your mind to go there? Did Dana say?
The timing of it all, I think. Just with what's going on, the fights that are the way they're lined up. I don't think there's much out there for Conor at the moment with the timing. I just think that could be the fight. That could be a big draw card fight too.
Would that be what's called a fun fight that Dana's talking about? Something fun?
Fun X/dollars fight.
He didn't even say a fight. He just said something fun. So him and Conor might just be going down for a roller coaster together. Whee!
Maybe. Who knows? Maybe they'll take the fight to Spain. Who knows?
I like your thinking there. I didn't even think of that. That might be something fun. Because Conor is just hanging around that lightweight division, and it seems like that lightweight division, if you just hang around, things pass you by, segue into Poirier and Ferguson. So, man, that's been up and down. So much has happened this week. Last week it was we're wondering how the negotiations were going, and Dana was saying that Poirier didn't want to be there, which I think it was him trying to get Poirier to jump back in. Then Ferguson this week said he wants Poirier to get paid, and so Dana's like, okay, well, Tony's got a fight there. And I think he'll take it, but Tony said nah, and so Dana said, okay, well, fuck yous both. I'll put this other person in, which is Michael Chandler, which I was so excited about. I've been waiting for this guy to come to the UFC for 4 years, I reckon. Do you like him? Do you think it's a good move?
I do. I think it's a good move for him anyway. It'd be interesting. Askren came over. Look what happened. Chandler's obviously a different fighter, but mate, I'm keen to see him fight. So if that goes down, that'll be interesting. Do you think that's definitely going to happen?
He is officially he's going to weigh in for that as the backup now. So they're not going to have the Poirier Ferguson other lightweight fight on that card. They're just going to have a straight backup for that if Habib or Gaethje doesn't make it.
Yeah, okay, that'd be interesting.
So
they could throw. Yeah, I mean, that's October, though, isn't it? End of October, that card, October 25th or something. So
11
that's
weeks.
Too soon for That's too soon for Conor anyway. I think if you look at the lightweight division at the moment, currently sits, obviously you've got Habib, Gaethje, Poirier. He's not going to fight Ferguson. And then everyone under him, Hooker, Oliveira, Felder, Ferreira, and Ally Quinner. He's not going to fight any of them. So, to be honest, it's Nick Diaz. That fight would be a massive draw card. If Eddie would have fought both brothers, can you imagine?
I like what you think. I didn't even think about it, and it seems to make a lot of sense. It is fun. It'll have to be at 170. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like
it. Connor's obviously been on holiday, so he'll be better at that weight anyway. I think cutting to 155 after a holiday in 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Yeah.
Okay, you might get some juice ideas flowing then, and that's going to be early next year. Who knows?
They reckon end of this year. I reckon December card. They said end of the year.
Maybe that New Year's Eve one.
Oof, imagine that. Be good.
Now Chandler's come over from Bellator, and one thing that's annoying me about Bellator at the moment is they got a little dog that just keeps yapping. It's the owner's dog. Its name's Pitbull Freire. And first he was yapping about the light heavyweight division, because I think they might have told all the light heavyweights, let's just pretend our division, start talking about how our division's really good. And now he just won't shut up. Now I think he's annoyed that his little sparring partner Chandler's left and he's still stuck over there. And now he's, shut up, you little pit bull. Yap, yap, yap. It's like a little Chihuahua.
Just keeps carrying on and on. I love it how Damon just jumps in and he's like, well, pretty much Bellator, we just send you our washed up fighters. Let's be honest.
That's true.
Is true, completely true. So, and that just after that, that's all he said about it. Move on. So, yeah, it'd be interesting. Let's see what happens.
From because what pit bulls do is they normally just sit around and be quiet, and they just sit there, and you know that if they want to turn it on, they can. But dogs that yap a lot are more like Chihuahuas. Now, from one dog to another, the real dog is a wolf. That's where all dogs came from. And that girl, Danielle Wolf, who had her first fight, she's a boxing pro. She was meh, but I think they wanted to give her a contract anyway before someone else got her, because, man, she's a huge, solid girl.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw she was on the Contender, yeah?
Yeah,
I saw that. It was meh, but let's remember it was the first fight. But she's big.
She's big.
Big. She makes Mackenzie Dern look like one of her little calf muscles.
Oh, my God. Anyway, so hopefully if she has a steep improvement, that'll be cool to watch, and that means they're investing in that 145-pound division, which might be good for Aussie's Megan Anderson. Shout out Australia. We've got Jessica Rose Clark this week, and we've got the Australian card next week with Australian-New Zealand card next week.
Yeah.
Speaking of next week, now it's Fight Island. Now they're going to Fight Island next week. So Izzy Costa is over there. I thought it was going to be in Vegas, and they've just gone. Bang.
I saw that. I had no idea, and then I saw it, and then Izzy started talking about Dubai, and I'm like, what? Looking it up. Boom, it's all happening. So, and you called it. You did say something was coming soon. So,
but I thought they were just going to announce it happening. Like this week was going to be an announcement that it's going to be after next week. But they just got no. We're going to go next week. We're going after these fights tomorrow.
Jeez.
Must have been something that they had to do it late anyway. While they're over there, they might do some negotiations in France, because France has officially taken or accepting MMA now. Bellator.
I was surprised it took this long. I'm so surprised. Aren't you?
Yeah, something political. There'd just be someone in there blocking it, trying to get a bit of attention. But whatever, they've got to. The world's just going ahead with it. So if you're not part of it, you're missing out. And they're big events. So what they do is, whenever you crawl before you walk. If you want to do something big, you do a tester first. And that's why France is setting in Bellator to do their first event, just to warm it up for the UFC to come over.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Bellator's going over there on October 10. They're throwing in MVP as their fight.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway,
as you would.
Just
it'd be interesting to see how that. Yeah, warm the pool and then
warm it up for us, guys. Thank you.
Warm it up, and we'll step in afterwards, New Year, and we'll show you how it's done.
And so what I think you'll see is that UFC will time trying to have their French fighters up and about to make the card bigger. So you'll see Cyril Gane is fighting next week, I think. Or no, he got a fight that was called off. It might have been for this week or even last week. But they'll start to line up their French fighters to win, I think. So that they'll be looking good by the time they have a Paris card. So that's what I reckon. I don't think
there'll be a lot of European fighters that'll come in for that, I reckon, for sure.
There you go. So in theory, they should set up their European fighters for victories. If you're looking tipping wise, that's what I'm thinking anyway.
Yeah, 100%. You got on that one?
You got any more news?
Mate, not much. I think that Conor Nick thing was my little light bulb moment that I saw go off.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Oh, did you see the going onto Fight Island? Jan Blazowicz. Did you see the thing I sent you about his little ritual that he does before a fight? He carries around a guy that hung himself with a noose. He carries around the dead man's noose and touches it before a fight.
And what? Did he know this guy?
I don't know. No, well, you would assume so. He would have to know him.
Wait. I feel something coming on. Something about Polish Bauer and the touch of death. Hey, so he
Hey.
touches death and then passes it on to someone else.
Is that the most bizarre thing you've ever heard? I was like, he'd have to know. It would have had to been someone he knows and carries around as a bit of a keepsake. It couldn't be some random because then that would just be fucked up. Let's be honest.
He's the new. You know how the Russians have their style of talking. I smash him.
Yeah.
He's got his own Polish style, which is quite funny. He's pretty good. He's pretty good to listen to. His English is getting better when he talks about Polish Bauer. Yeah, he's pretty funny. But anyway, I will do I do the post-fight decision analysis, and I'm going to do one this week on Jones Reyes because I want to see what my opinion is once and for all, minute by minute, to see who actually won that fight because I'm sick of people saying that Reyes won. So I'll find out if he did.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll put that out this week.
Did you see the yeah, awesome. That'd be cool. Did you see the press conference the other day with everyone but just had like Cerrone, Price, Mershaert, and Chimaev?
Yes.
Did you see that?
Yes.
Did you see? And smash him. Just says the same shit over and over. He's a bad dude, that guy. I'm interested to see how he goes this week.
Yes, he's looking pretty bad, and I don't know if he's too confident or his media team is saying, let's build it up and let's get people watching because it's good for us, because he seems to have stepped it up now in that altercation in the hallway and the way he's talking, how he's just going to run through him. It's entertaining, but I'm wondering, it makes me want to see him get brought down a peg because he seems a bit wanky. So I'm going for Mershaert, but I'm definitely going to tip Chimaev. Yeah,
well, interesting. We'll see how we go. Can't you be good?
Hey, some quick fight announcements. There wasn't that much this week. Actually, most of it was Bellator.
All done, yeah.
Cyborg's got another fight. The main thing is Musashi versus Lima for the middleweight title. Man, that's the only other one I want to come over from Bellator is Douglas Lima. That would be great. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, Musashi's is. Yeah, I don't know why he ever left it anyway.
Money. Some other lightweight lineups in the top 15. Drew Dober versus Diego Ferreira has been lined up. And UFC have signed a guy from KSW in Poland, which the Europeans love. His name's Mateusz Gamrot, but he's 17-0, and UFC.
Can you say that name again?
Gamrot is his surname.
Yeah, right.
Mateusz, maybe.
Yeah, okay.
Mateos.
I've not seen him. Is he good?
I just listened to The Bash, which is Pete Carroll and a couple of Irish guys, and they're a good indicator of European talent coming through, and they've been talking him up for ages, and UFC just signed him this week. 17-0 is pretty good.
Interesting. We'll see what he does when he comes over.
Yes.
See if he can walk the walk.
Yes, and speaking of, let's just lever that straight into this week. There's a lot of fights this week with names or people I haven't seen before. Even the bottom half of the card. This card is shaped like those people who are built like a keg on legs. They put all their weight on in the middle, and they just got sticks underneath. It's kind of thick at the top, and it's very thin down the bottom.
They do that every time they've got big names fighting on the main card. Every time it's one or the other.
Right.
You're either thick lower or thick upper.
Yeah,
unless it's New Year's Eve.
Last week it was a Tour de France rider with the quads and the calves and just the little T-Rexy top.
Yeah, this week the opposite.
All right, so weigh-in report from there wasn't much happening other than Ryan Spann had to get the curtain around him. Make of that what you will. Everyone was pretty early. The first person to weigh in, Tyron Woodley, of note, and the late ones to weigh in over an hour after the first group. There's normally a group in the first 20 minutes, then there's a gap, then there's a few people coming in, and then there's a gap, and then there's people towards the end, whether it's the way they do the weight cuts or they're having trouble. But and over an hour onwards, Jerome Rivera, Ryan Spann had the curtain, Derek Minna was late, Dern was towards the end there, and Darren Stewart was the last one.
Yeah, Mackenzie always struggles with weight though. Always. Yeah. She always seems to be a last minute cutter, but I think she's just how she's built. Seems to just carry that extra. I think she's just got that big bone density, and I think she struggles just to really cut it. But yeah.
All right, let's do our predictions for this week.
Mm.
Oh, I won't go that way. I will share the screen for you.
How'd we go last week?
Both did pretty good last week. You can see that at the moment, only the last couple of weeks have been running these numbers, but favourites are up, only just up, and red corner's up 61% over the cards we've done this year, which is not too much of a indication of it's not too heavy one way, but
And what was last week? There we go there.
last week you got 6 and 1 bonus for 7. I got 8 and 3 bonuses for 12.
Jesus.
So last week I got that Waterson. We both got lucky with Herman.
Yeah, we did.
I got Muzzo. You took Kish. I don't know why. She shit herself again. She ate like 6 head kicks in a row.
I know, it was embarrassing.
Don't learn to block it or nothing. We got 14 fights this week. I don't even, if you don't want to count some of these undercards, it might wreck your percentage. I don't mind. I'm worried about it, but I tried to do some research. Let's try and.
Do you want to start from the? Should we start from the top today, the main card?
Sure, let's do it.
You're cool.
Let's do it. Welterweight, Covington versus Woodley. I've got Woodley KO round 1. Now,
wow.
I need to say something. This is the 3rd time in a row that I'm going with Woodley's confidence, and twice he's failed us. A little conspiracy. How about this for an idea? If you were Tyron Woodley and you knew that they were trying to get you out of the title, so they brought in Usman, and you think you were going to lose to Usman. One way to win the game is to lose the fight and bet heavy on yourself. Now, I'm not saying that he did this. I'm just saying this is a possibility that if you want to win the game, not the fight, win the game, you could just make a shitload of money by betting on yourself heavy to lose in 2 fights. I don't know.
Is that even? How's that? Surely that's illegal.
Surely. Oh, man, you can just get someone to bet on you for you and give them a percentage or something like that. But I'm not accusing anyone. I'm just saying it's a possibility. And if he turns up with a poor mindset again, I just don't think he will do it this time because it's too much to lose. But yeah, I think I'm hoping we see that Woodley again, and I think he might just crack him. I'm hoping. Otherwise,
he looks scared in the ring. I don't understand. His last 2 fights, he's just hasn't looked there. And I'm not sure if it's a mental thing or, like you said, there's other stuff going on outside of it and something like that's going down. I don't know. But he doesn't want to be there.
We haven't seen it before. So just of note, this is his 3rd wrestler in a row, and the last 2. I mean, what's his name was a jiu-jitsu, but he was pretty good at wrestling.
Colby's a bad matchup for him. Bad. If it goes past round 1, that's all she wrote.
Yep.
Colby's pressure is unlike anyone else's, so he'll wear him down. I've got obviously Colby to finish him in round 3.
Wow, that's quite good actually. All right, so
I'm just going to wear him down. The only way Woodley will win is by KO round 1. That is the only way he needs to catch Colby and finish him. And I think the only question mark on this fight for me is Colby's jaw after it got broken. It's his first fight back.
Well, he'll tell you it didn't get broken, but it did.
Well, it definitely did. Did you see it?
All the favourites took Covington. I mean, all the experts took Covington. All the experts took Price. I've taken Cerrone round 1 sub. This is my reason. Cerrone wins a lot of fights when he's feeling good and he's happy and he's all buddy with the opponent. Plus, I can't see him losing 4, 5 in a row. And so I'm going to take him an early sub.
Okay.
Which is risky.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, it is risky. I've gone for Nico on this one. I think he's too good. Like he's up and coming. I think Donald's. Yeah, we're just waiting for him to throw the towel in. I've gone Price KO round 2.
2. Righto. Chimaev versus Meerschaert. I'd love to see Meerschaert win, but I'm going to go with the expected ground and pound Chimaev round 1.
Yeah, I'm going to go Chimaev round 2. I think Meerschaert will hold in there for a bit, but I'd love to see him win and just fucking put him back in his little box.
Yes.
out smash him. Okay, we've heard that one before, buddy.
Okay, Johnny Walker, Ryan Spann. I've taken Walker KO round 1. I think we're going to see the old Walker again, even though he's changed camps again. He went from Zahabi in Canada over to SPG in Ireland now under Kavanagh.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if they're going to slow him down or they're just going to encourage him to be a bit smarter like Pereira.
Yeah, I've gone same as you. Walker KO round 1. I think after his loss, he'll come back and demolish him.
I think Spans might be getting a bit too high too soon. That's my thought. Now, I've taken this is Mackenzie Dern versus Marcos at strawweight. I've taken Dern KO.
What?
Because
she's got the worst boxing.
Remember she knocked out ABC Cooper?
She did, but do you know who she reminds me of? Ronda Rousey. She is the exact same person.
Ah.
Exact same person. The way she fights, the way she boxes, the way she moves, just everything about it.
I'm thinking the KO will be... Nah, I think I'm going to change to sub. That's pretty dumb. But what I'm thinking of is because they're both grapplers, it might end up being more striking. But it will probably end up going down. I don't know. Dangerous going last minute, but I've just changed to Dern's submission round 2. Sorry.
I've gone Marcos decision.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. One reason is I don't know why, but Mackenzie Dern is yet to win me over, and for some reason I just, you just have those fighters like, as you know about me, if I don't like you, I don't like you, and you need to prove to me why I need to like you.
Mm-hmm.
That was Michelle Waterson last week. She got a lot of ticks on the box last week.
Nice.
So I need something like that.
You moved her over from a slot in your bad books over to your good books.
Exactly. She was sitting at the bottom of my footy bag in the grass and the mud. And now she's kind of on top of the towel, back on top of the towel in the footy bag.
Wow, she's ironed and pressed, and the first thing you see when you open the zipper.
That's it. That's her.
Okay, nice. Middleweight.
Until the next fight.
Middleweight, Kevin Holland versus Darren the Dentist Stewart. Holland's favourite. Yeah, if you see I've got the yellow marks on the left here, that's the favourites on the bookies.
Oh, okay. I've gone Holland in this one anyway.
How?
I've gone KO round 1.
Whoa. Hard-headed Dentist. I've taken Holland by decision.
Yep.
Okay, this one looks kind of cool. And the equal favourites, Mirsad Bectic versus Damon Jackson. Now, Bectic... Jackson's got a really good record, and I think he's a submission. I think he might have like 13 submissions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure that's right. Yeah, I'm not sure. I might take Jackson. Bectic looks pretty good. I think he's had high quality opponents, and he's only lost to pretty good guys. But sometimes you don't get the right Bectic in there. But he seemed pretty aggressive in the face-off.
I've gone to see Bectic decision, just experience, I think. Get him over the line in this one. But that's a 50-50 fight.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Romero Borello. Romero Borello. These girls have these long names. Versus Bueno Silva. That's in featherweight. Romero Borello has already lost 3 in a row, so I'm assuming this is just a get well soon or nice to know you type of fight to just make Bueno Silva look good. She doesn't have as many fights, Bueno Silva. She's 5-1 maybe, but I'm going to take her by submission. I think she does a few submissions. Yeah,
I'm going to go Bueno Silva decision. Man, there's a lot of women fighters coming out of South America at the moment, eh?
It's good.
A lot.
Okay, the last of featherweight fights before we're going 5 bantamweights. So this is Jordan Espinosa versus, I don't know his first name, Dvorak. He has a really good record. And I think he might be the one with the 13 submissions. Jeez, I remembered all this last night, and now I can't remember it. Beer's a hell of a drug. Mm-hmm.
How many fights has Dvorak had?
Maybe 17.
Do you remember?
Maybe 17. Okay. Not sure.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've gone Dvorak, but I've gone decision in this.
Yeah, flyweights. It's a fair option to go with. All right, Australia's own Jessica Rose Clark. She's had some time off. She loses some decisions, and this girl, Alpa, wins decisions, which it makes me a bit worried. But Rose Clark...
We got to back our girl.
Yeah, and she is on the edge of going to the bad books for me because she seems to overthink it too much. She's had some time off. I think this is her last chance, maybe for herself at least, to have a good performance. And hopefully, if mentally she's in there and she just says, "Fuck it, let's go fight," can look pretty good. We'll see if she overthinks it, but I'm backing her in to win by decision.
Yeah, agreed. I'm actually going to go sub round 3.
Ooh. I make that noise a lot after you, I think. Choices, I need to stop it. All right, this one I like because I really like Randy Costa versus Journey Newsom. Now, Journey Newsom's 9-2. And he had a good knockout last time, overhand right, but it might have been a little bit lucky. I think Costa's got some pretty clean-looking striking. He's taller, longer. We'll see. I like Randy Costa. I've taken him KO round 1.
Yeah, okay. I've gone Randy Costa decision. Yeah, it goes to the judges. I think there'll be a little bit of a back and forward through the first round or two. But again, a lot of these guys, who shows up?
Andre Ewell versus Erwin Rivera.
Another Rivera.
Ewell is a lot taller. Rivera is that thick boy, so he might be able to strike him, but I'm going with Ewell experience-wise for decision.
Yeah, I've gone Ewell submission around 2.
Sub round 2.
Yeah.
All right, 2 more left. Derek Mina. He's had a few fights cancelled lately, so he might be primed. He might be over-primed. TJ, what's his name? Laramie?
TJ Laramie, yeah.
He's from Contender Series, just like Alpa is versus Rose Clark. He's a favourite, actually, Laramie, but I've taken Mina by decision, which I might change because Mina was late on the scales. I'm going to change that right now.
I'll go Mina decision.
Ooh, nice.
I've got a bit of catching up to do on you, so...
And you know what? I've broken the rule and I've made 2 late changes right now when I'm still half asleep, so this might come back to haunt me. Mina decision. Okay, Tyson Nam versus Jerome Rivera.
Interesting one.
Nam has had that great knockout last time. He's a lot older.
Yeah.
He's a lot more experience. He's got that Hawaiian zombie-like.
I don't mind this fight, hey? I don't mind it at all.
No, this one looks pretty good. I think Rivera is... I think he's got a pretty good record. So I've taken him by decision.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to go Tyson Nam. KO round 2.
I wonder if his nickname is Viet. KO round 2. All right, man. We'll see how we go.
Jesus. Far out. How many you got? 2, 4, 6,
14.
8, 10, 12, 14. Jeez.
I think they've stacked up this card because of how many dropped out in the last few weeks. So, let's just make it thick. And no one's dropped out, so now it's just got a huge card.
Might have to get a good night's sleep on Saturday night.
Okay, man. Good luck. Our percentages are looking pretty good, especially over the last couple of weeks. So
awesome. No, mate, looking forward to it. Let's see what the referees give us this week, and hopefully we're not talking about it next week because they're starting to throw themselves in it a little bit. Some poor refereeing, but we'll talk about that next week.
Okay, then. Yeah, I thought you might want to bring that up, but just that last note. Yeah, that guy last week, he made a poor decision because it looked like he got kicked in the balls, but I'm wondering if while Herman was having his 5 minutes, if the ref saw the replay and saw it wasn't a kick in the balls, if he just had gone, all right, it wasn't a kick in the balls, get up, everyone would probably be okay with it and just be like, yep, you saw it wrong, but at least you fixed it up. That's the only thing I had a problem with. I mean, I was kind of happy because Herman won in the end, and he didn't really deserve to because we both tipped Herman.
Yeah, but he was getting smashed in that fight.
Yeah, but there's a note for me last week because remember I said he didn't look good on the scales. I mean, he didn't look good on the scales and he didn't turn up. So I'm starting to notice some of these weigh-in notes are affecting the fights, but I have to get a bit more of a larger sample size before I start making conclusions there.
Yeah, definitely have an effect, but let's do some research and come back to it.
Yep, okay. And as always, after the fight, if there's any close decisions on the main card, I'll put up a decision analysis. So if you have Fight Pass, you can screenshot that and follow along with it to see if you can look at it the same way as the judges do, which is hard to sometimes. All right, Kyle, thanks a lot. Have a nice Saturday.
Right,
enjoy tomorrow.
Thanks,
and
mate.
see you later. See you guys.
Talk to you soon. See you, buddy.
Bye.
Mouthful of beans.
Mouthful of UFC.